Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Midwest Sound, an Indiana show choir podcast brought to you by Homeroom Show Choir. As always, if you haven't checked them out, make sure you do so. If you're not following the Midwest Sound YouTube channel or the Instagram account, go ahead and do that. And if you have any friends that want to listen but don't listen through Spotify, go ahead and let them know that I am streaming on YouTube. Other than that, we had one big competition this past weekend. It was the Heart of America Orlando competition. This was more so like a national comp, not really a Indiana state-specific competition. So today's episode is going to be pretty short, actually, because we really only have that competition to talk about. I will let you guys know I'm hoping to have some guests on soon, but as we get closer to the end of the school year, it is difficult, as I'm sure it is for most other people. So hopefully I can get that in. If I do not, I am hoping to get like a full rankings, like I normally do at the end of the season, just like top 15 maybe favorite shows of the season. But just be on the lookout for that. But yes, that is a quick overview for today, and I hope you guys enjoy the episode. Right, so like I said, we had one competition. It was the Heart of America Orlando competition. They did have finals, but they do have prelims placements. So we're going to talk about that first. So they did have a base division. It was Mount Zion, You've Got Mail, but they were the only group competing there. So there's not a ton to say about that. But if you guys are able to, go watch the live stream, just because the quality of Heart of America's live streams is actually really good. And it's free. It's on YouTube. And they also have commentators after each performance. So if you're interested in that, I'd highly recommend it. I think it's so interesting. And it's really unique to have commentators. Like, that's one of the things that really draws me to Heart of America, is just specifically like their live stream, which I know is kind of sad. But also at the same time, it's like, I mean, that's one of the only competitions that offers that. But as time progresses, more competitions are offering better quality live streams for free sometimes, and some of them even have commentators. So get into that if you can. But in the treble division, first place with best vocals and best visuals was Los Alamitos Soundtracks. Yes, congratulations. Second place went to Mount Zion La Femme. Third went to Olentangy She Notes. Fourth went to West Side Simply Irresistible. And fifth went to Huntington North Viking Volume. Then in the small mix division, first place with best vocals and best visuals went to Tarpon Springs Syndicated Sound. And second place went to Rosa Scott Radiance. Then in the large mixed prelims, we have 10 groups competing. So in prelims, first place went to Los Alamitos Sound Effects. Second went to Johnston Innovation. Third went to Mount Zion Swing Stations. Fourth went to West Side Amazing Technicolor Show Choir, or ATSC. Fifth went to Olentangy Keynotes. Sixth went to Johnston Synergy. Seventh went to Huntington North Varsity Singers. Eighth went to Keller Central Voices of Central, or VOC. Ninth went to Madison Central Revier. And 10th went to Jackson Prep Revion. So looking at this, they did a couple captions. They did Best Show Design, they did Best Tech Crew, Best Band. Best Show Design did go to Los Alamitos, so that is a good indication of who is going to take finals. But they did end up taking 5 groups to finals. They took Los Alamitos, Johnston, Mount Zion, ATSC, and I believe they took Olentangy as well. So looking at finals, grand champion with best vocals, best visuals, and best show design went to Los Alamitos Sound Effects. Not super surprising with their previous placement. First runner-up went to Johnston Innovation. Second runner-up with best band went to Westside ATSC. They also got most improved performance. Third runner-up went to Mount Zion Swing Stations. And fourth runner-up went to Olentangy Keynotes. So a fun competition. I, in my predictions, did guess that Johnston would take the grand champion, and I was in fact wrong. They did take second, though, and they had a great performance. I was able to watch a little bit of the live stream. But once again, Los Alamitos, a California school, proving that California cannot be left out of the equation when it comes to show choir. I believe most of us have known this, but I would say that Los Al is probably their top 3 for sure, but so far this year, they have really been placing second. I mean, then again, they've only competed twice before this. So it's a little bit harder to guess where they're at, like compared to some of the other California groups, but they have been beat by Burbank in Sync, which is one of the top California schools, as well as John Burroughs Powerhouse. So of the top 3 in California, I would say that currently La Salle is third, but they are still able to take home that grand champion at Heart of America over a Midwest powerhouse, Johnston. So Johnston is, if you guys don't know, they're probably like second best in the Midwest-ish. They are from Iowa, so they're competing against groups like Linn-Mar. Earlier this season, they did take second to Linn-Mar, but they took best vocals. So we can see that everything's really close here in the Midwest, but obviously La Salle taking all of the captions and placing first above Johnston is just a really, really strong indication that these California groups are not to be messed with, because even if you're third, fourth in California, you're still probably first or second in any other circuit. So, yeah, I mean, that's basically it for this competition. Westside ATSC, I really enjoyed their show when I watched it. Mount Zion, obviously, they're always really strong. They're historically such a strong program that it's not surprising to see them place really well. Olentangy, an Ohio group, taking that last spot in finals. Olentangy very commonly competes at Heart of America, and I think it's because normally they place pretty well, and this is no exception, especially with this lineup. This is one of the bigger Heart of America lineups for a while, so to be able to see them make finals is exciting. Some of the groups that didn't make finals were Johnston Synergy, which is Johnston's basically JV group, then Huntington North Varsity Singers, the Indiana group that was competing at this competition. We had Keller VOC, Voices of Central. This is a Texas group, and I was able to tune in and watch them a little bit. Then we also had Madison Central and Jackson Prep. So yeah, those groups unfortunately did not make finals, but like I said, this is one of the bigger lineups, and everyone in the top 5 is a big competitor, especially in the Midwest. Groups like Johnston, we have ATSC, Mount Zion, Olentangy, all these groups. They're from Iowa, they're from Illinois, they're from Ohio, but then we have La Salle coming out on top. So California asserting its dominance. And that is basically everything we have gained from Heart of America Orlando. Looking ahead for this coming weekend, we actually have no competitions in the Midwest and in like a national competition. So we get a little bit of a break. The weekend after that, though, there are a couple national competitions, so I will be commenting on that. But this coming weekend, just be expecting an episode, possibly with an interview. We'll see. It's a time, guys. It is a time here at Ball State. So hopefully I'll be able to get an interview or two out. But yeah, that is just kind of looking ahead. Other than that, that's basically it. Thank you all so much for tuning in. It truly, truly, truly means the world. Like I said earlier, if you have friends, family, directors, fellow choir members that want to listen and they don't listen through Spotify, go ahead and let them know about the YouTube channel. If they do listen through Spotify, go ahead and let them know about the podcast in general. Hopefully I'm able to have some more guests on soon, and I'll be able to get some opinions and just some fellow show choir members on, so it's not just me rambling on and on and on. But yeah, that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Heart of America, such a fun competition. I'd highly recommend you guys watching the live stream if you're able to. I really enjoy tuning into that one. And it was always fun to just like check in on it throughout the day and see like, oh, this choir's on. Oh, their costumes are cute. Oh, they've got great vocals, stuff like that. But the live stream is still posted on YouTube if you do wish to go watch that. But that is about it. So, as always, I hope your guys' week is filled with show choir.